Welcome to the Fleet Geeks podcast. We're here to help develop fleet and transport professionals. Do you want to progress and develop your skills and knowledge? We promise to bring lively conversation and debate around interesting issues and keep you bang up to date with changes in our awesome industry. The Fleet Geeks are a community of professionals, and if you enjoy the podcast, why not join the discussion for free in the Fleet Geek community over on Facebook. Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Fleet Geeks podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about something I see and get asked quite regularly, and I'm really excited that we now have a product offering to be able to support this as well. So I often see in the Facebook groups, I want to do the Transport Manager CPC. Should I do an online or in-person course? One I hear quite regularly, and for which you get a range of recommendations in the Facebook groups. So I just wanted to talk through today what the benefits and drawbacks are of these options. Okay, I'm pleased to add that flagship partners are now able to offer both online and in-person options. So there's really only one place that you want to go and train for Transport Manager CPC, and that's with us. We've got some courses running coming up in person soon, and if you want to train at your own pace, then you can choose one of our online courses. But just by the nature of that means that I don't personally have a preference which way you go. You could go online or in person. So therefore, I'm very much impartial when it comes to this debate. And what you'll find from other training providers is they may only offer one or the other. So they'll advocate for the one they offer. Okay, but I'm quite unique in that position in that I have both options available for learners, and therefore I really do have a foot in either court, and I can tell you which way I think is better for you, depending on your personal preferences. But let's have a little run through what the differences are. So online learning, the benefits of online learning are great, right? Gives you real flexibility. If you've got a really busy home and work life and lots of commitments, then flexibility of online learning might be the right way for you. Okay. Particularly if you're self-studying, particularly if you can't take 2 week block of leave away from work to be able to go and train. So that might be the turning point for you to actually go for an online option, because there's that flexibility. The second is it's self-paced. And what that means is if you're a really quick learner, that could benefit you because you might be able to learn it really quickly. You might be able to get through at a really quick pace. The other benefit for you is actually if you're a slower learner, because then you can go at your own pace. Okay. So if you're used to being in a classroom and you're either really bored because it's going too slowly, or if you're really struggling to keep up, then potentially the self-paced way of doing an online course might be beneficial to you. The other one is accessibility. So going away for 2 weeks of training might mean hotel stays, lost working days, and lots of travel costs. Okay, so if you're on a really tight budget, online learning might be the right route to go for you as well, because it is more cost effective naturally. It means that you can do it weekends and evenings. It means that you can do it away from your day-to-day work, so it doesn't impact that. So that may well make it more viable for you.
Hi, I'm Shani from Flagship Partners. We're proud to sponsor the Fleet Geeks podcast, your go-to source for all things fleet management. If you're looking for expert advice or high-quality training for your fleet business, make Flagship Partners your first choice. We're also thrilled to announce the launch of our Fleet Academy, designed to support and develop future fleet leaders through expert-led and career-focused training. Our offering includes fully accredited courses such as the Transport Manager CPC training, CPC refresher courses, OLAC training, plus ongoing mentoring, support and professional development beyond the qualification. Our vision is simple: to develop elite fleet professionals who drive excellence across the industry. Let's shape the future of our fleet management together.
So these are all the things I'd be asking you. If you asked me, I'd be asking these things. Usually in the Facebook group, all you do is you get a link to someone trying to promote their course, okay? So in future, I'm hoping people will share this link and you can really start to evaluate what the best options are for you. Obviously, there's drawbacks for online courses as well, and I'm going to give a balanced approach today. The challenge that you got is you need some discipline. If you're going to do an online course, you need to have discipline, strong self-motivation. You need to know why you're doing it. Otherwise, you're going to easily get distracted and probably fall by the wayside. The other is there's limited peer interaction. So if you are somebody who really rely on classroom discussions, exploring ideas for light bulb moments, that might be a real challenge for you with that lack of peer interaction. And again, the other challenge is the online course is going to have you less ready, in my opinion, for an exam over and above what an in-person course would do, because in an in-person course, we can start to do much more around exam readiness, understanding what the exam scenario is going to look like or feel like. Okay, so a few positives: flexibility, self-paced, accessibility. Positives. Some drawbacks: you need discipline, you get limited peer interaction, and exam readiness are the drawbacks. The positives for an in-person learning experience: it's much more immersive. Okay, so with a classroom focus, you've got no kids interrupting you wanting their dinner, you've not got your boss ringing you. Well, you may still have your boss ringing you. I would advise that they don't ring you, but obviously if they are, you also get the benefit of the peer support. We get shared experiences, we build networks. You learn as much from the other members of the room as you do from the trainer, because they've all got their own experiences within the industry. You additionally will get trainer feedback, so Q&A, exam practice, those kinds of benefits of having a trainer. And generally speaking, the in-person will more likely have higher pass rates, or the statistics say they tend to have higher pass rates from the classroom, which is an added benefit. But obviously with an online option, it doesn't mean that it won't matter for you. The drawbacks: a time commitment. Obviously, you need a full couple of weeks out of the business. That can be really tough. It can be too much for some people. Obviously, the travel and cost: it's much more expensive to do an in-person course. And obviously you have the added cost of travel, hotel stays, etc. And also the pace is fixed, right? So you're now stuck with the same learning as the other members of the group. So that itself is a bit of a drawback too. So for me, from a comparison perspective, it's quite tough to tell you what the right route is, because actually the answer depends very much on you and your personal circumstances, what your learning preferences are. The exam's tough. The Transport Manager CPC is not an easy exam to pass. And, ultimately what I find is in-person does tend to produce stronger outcomes. However, online workers might be best for really disciplined learners. You could use it as a blended model. You could do a bit of both potentially. One of the ways you could do that is with Flagship. You could do an online course followed by revision days in person, because we offer revision days and exam prep in person. So you could do it that way around. But ultimately, if you're a self-starter, you might thrive online. If you're super busy and you're not going to get 2 weeks out, then that might work for you better online as well. Obviously, if you're going to get paid by your company, they're going to pay to train you. I would say if your company's going to pay to train you, they're going to pay you to go on the course, I would recommend going in person, because you're going to get that space, you're going to get that time, and you're going to get that experience, as well as the potentially preferable first-time pass rates that you get with an in-person course. There are lots of training providers out there, so I don't want to limit you by just recommending Flagship, but none of them are as good as Flagship. So but you can look around, shop around if you choose to. I hope this has been interesting. Let me know, how did you pass your exam? Some people self-study, some people go to the classroom. I personally self-studied. I'm quite lucky in that I am a fast learner. I enjoy learning on my own. I'm quick. So it definitely benefited me to self-study. I made a bit of time. I got up 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd get my learning out, and I'd do an hour every day for a couple of months leading up to the exam, and that did me. I was quite fortunate, but I did have experience in the industry when I went to do it. I have taken the national back in the day and international more recently, or not really recently, but when it became international, I took international. So I've done both, and self-studied both times. But again, like I say, I'm fortunate because I just used the book. I didn't even do an online course. I just used the notes and learned from there. Lots of options for you there. Hopefully this has been a useful podcast. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please do share it when people ask the question about what's the best route to go. And thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you on a future episode. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please share with your friends and colleagues too. Join us for free on Facebook with the Fleet Geeks community for transport and fleet managers. Fleet Geeks offers ongoing professional development, networking and mentoring too. So get in touch with me, Pete Rushmer, on any social media platform to find out more.